You remember back in February when we told you about a fire that destroyed a rhino shelter at Carson Springs Wildfire Conservation Foundation?
Henry, an Indian rhino, almost died, but handlers say he's doing better. WFT's Amanda Rose joins us now from the newsroom with an update on Henry the rhino.
Well, Henry is doing well. Barry and Christine Jenks run the Carson Springs Wildlife Conservation Foundation on their property as a sanctuary for exotic animals. In February, a fire burned down 35-year-old Henry's home. Barry saved the rhino's life and even spent the freezing nights in the temporary shelter with Henry to keep him warm during the cold spell back in early March. Supplies for Henry's new shelter arrived today, and the building will begin next week.
And it was a horrific event in that Henry almost died and my husband Barry saved his life.
After a February fire destroyed Henry's home, Barry and Christine Jenks knew they needed to act quickly to get the rhino a new one. What they did next was risky, but it paid off.
We ordered the building right away. It was a leap of faith that the public and our supporters and people would be generous enough to enable us to actually pay for it when it got here, and we've been able to do that.
A GoFundMe page and private donations allowed the Jenks to pay for the $30,000 shelter. While Henry waited for the new shelter to go up, cold temperatures in early March proved to be tough for him.
Not being master builders, the temporary shelter we built, it was difficult to put heaters in there and keep it safe.
And after weeks of waiting to start building the new shelter, Barry and Christine got a special delivery. This morning, building materials for Henry's new house got dropped off. And starting next week, builders are going to put it up right here behind me where Henry's old house used to be. Rhinos need to live in at least 50-degree weather, and Henry's new shelter will have adequate heating. So Henry, buddy, how do you feel about your new shelter about to go up? He seems pretty excited to me. In the next few weeks, Henry will continue to use his temporary shelter, and luckily for him, the weather has been warm enough. And here is an incredible fact Christine told me today. Henry is the leading sire of Indian rhinos in the U.S. with more than 30 offspring and 60 grandkids. Also, Carson Springs Wildlife will have an open house next Saturday, April 8th. You can stop by and check out all of the wildlife, as well as enter a raffle to give Henry a bath. Reporting live from the newsroom, Amanda Rose, WUFT News.